Clint Tucker, guitar trainer and coach. It is Fretwork Friday 2021, Volume 9. We're going to be talking about Back in Black Tips, one of the greatest riffs of all of the 80s and all of rock, one of the coolest riffs ever. And there's a couple of things that we can get out of this. Beginners, intermediate, and advanced people. So one of the very first things that we want to look at with this riff is how to count. All right, so that's the most important thing. If we can't count this riff, we can't really play it properly. And I want to go ahead and just pull a full disclaimer. I do not own rights to this, of course. This is totally ACDC. And I'm not concerned how accurate this is compared to the way that Angus and Malcolm played it. What I'm concerned with is the concept that we're going to use to work on making this our own. And this first concept is counting. So if we're counting this song and it's in 4/4, we have a couple of options to count this. We can count it with a straight quarter note, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think the song is like it's either 105 beats per minute or 107, somewhere around there. It might be a little less, but you know, that's a fairly moderate tempo. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. So if you're counting that with quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one way to count it. The other way to count it is with eighth notes. Now we're going to break that beat up into 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we can get a little bit more even with everything. And the third way is to count whenever we're going to be doing eighth notes and 16th notes. We do it properly in those spaces. So the way that I count this is I count the E, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and So if I count it like that, that allows my note and my syllable that I count with to match up perfectly. So I've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now the way that I count that last part right there is I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. The reason why I do that is a couple of reasons. Because I'm playing with a triplet feel. And if you want to stick in a 4/4 bar triplets and make it still feel like you're playing 4 beats, the easiest way to do that is do triplet, 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 1, 2. That allows you to get the right number of notes in there. So it's like 4 triplets and then 1, 2. And that ends up becoming your amount of notes that you need to do. And the way that I play that is I play it with a very staccato. So I'm not playing like that. By the way we're playing this is the B note on the A string, 2nd fret. Then the G sharp on the 6th string, 4th fret. Go back to that B every time. Now we're going to go to the 5th fret. Then we're going to go to the 7th fret. All the while, we're keeping on playing this B in between. Then we're going to hit B and slide to the next B. And so I'm hitting B right here on the A string, the 2nd fret. Then a slide on the E string to the 7th fret with my middle finger. So my first finger takes care of the B. And then my pinky takes care of a G sharp, A sharp, and then my ring finger, or my middle finger, slides to the B. So if you want to get better at that, try to work on muting in between. Now, imagine they were really far apart. We're going to take those and we're going to just condense the spacing in between them a little bit more. A little tighter. All the while, I'm still doing this triple kind of feel. And then when I put it all together, I get that feel. That really helps me dial in that sound as if the drummer is hitting the snare and the crash at the same time. Ta-ta, 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 ta-ta. And that's kind of like what you want. All right, and that first lick, we're going E to D. All my beginners out there, if y'all want to actually work on this, this is the easiest way to get from E to D. Focus on that first finger and go from the G sharp on the 3rd string, 1st fret, to the A note on the 2nd fret without lifting this finger. Then put that down for the D. And then I just roll that first finger up to play the A5 or the A. So I play the E, then I move it over right here, play the D, then I roll it up to play the A. And now I'm covering D, G, and B on the 2nd fret. So, okay, and when we're doing this, try to keep that really like open in between, right? You want to make it pause. See how I'm doing the karate chop on my strings? And then I can actually hold that out a little longer if I wanted to for dramatic effect, but you still got to do this so you can let that snare drum get in there, and then we have G on the 1st string, E, open, D on the 2nd string, B open, then we're going to hit the G string, 2nd fret, the A, slightly bend it down to a B flat, back up to the A, or back to the original A, and then let go of it for the G. When you put all that together, and what you want to do more than anything is when you're counting this, make sure you do not do this on beat 3. It actually happens after beat 3. It's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you do that, you've got it. And then you just put it together and try to make everything play smoothly. So another concept you want to work on is not playing fast, but playing complete, playing connected, playing with a sense of fluidity, like water. Like Bruce Lee always talks about be like water. You want to be like water. So if you're playing this and your highest speed you can play is... You can't play this at full speed, but what you can do is play this. If you can do that right there, you will absolutely be able to play this fast, smooth, and confidently within just a couple of weeks. But you got to be willing to be patient to actually possess the skills to master this. Okay, one person said every master started off as a disaster, and I believe that is absolutely true. And the ones that become masters are the ones who don't quit. So you need to have patience in order to get to that level. Don't try to play this too fast, too early, because you'll get discouraged if you can't connect everything. Instead, try to connect it and get a complete thought that's fluid. And then every now and then try to play it fast to actually feel how it is to go fast. That way you'll know that your movement needs to be a certain way. But then go right back to playing slow, confident, and smooth. All right, that's all I've got time for you guys today. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Help me get to 100 subscribers, and go on Facebook and follow me there. And if you want to get a lesson with me, I do in-person and virtual lessons. Go to cwtucker.com and click the booking tab. I'll do the next lesson on the breakdown lick, which I think is probably even cooler than the main lick. But remember, you want to play smooth, you want to play confidently, and you want to connect everything completely. So, I'm going to play... a little faster. Y'all have a blessed day.